Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you all are well. So today we'll be learning vocabulary. As you can see, I have prepared an extensive material about how we can learn about different vocabularies and how we can enrich ourselves knowing how we write or speak or talk about certain words. Let's see. Now, how can we enhance? Why is videos for vocabulary so important? Let's see. These are engaging and multisensory. These will help you reflect on what you learn. They combine visual context plus spoken language. What do? We can see something and then we can speak it by hearing it, right? We only speak when we hear something. Now, what does it do? It aids in memory retention through repetition. Again, repetition is very important. You have to repeat what I say. You have to speak what I have just uttered. Now, it appeals to audio-visual learners. I hope you are an audio-visual learner because I am one as well. Now, how students learn vocabulary? Let's see. Through exposure, explanation, usage, and practice. For example, for exposure, you have to be exposed to certain words that is in context. You have to hear it, you have to see it, you have to utter it. Now, what is the explanation of the word? You have to understand its meaning. Of course, you have to understand its meaning verbally and visually. Only then you will be able to understand it. Now, what is the usage? You must use it. You have to get the opportunity to hear the word and to speak it. Now, the practice. This is the most important part. Students apply the word in speaking or writing. If you do not speak or write the certain words that are being used, you'll never be able to practice them or understand them. Now, let's look at the examples. I have prepared 5 to 10 examples over here. I'll be changing these sentences. The words highlighted are the vocabularies that will be changed in the next slide. Let's see. Let's see if you can come up with something. For example, the internet is very slow. What is the internet? The internet is very slow. Can you come up with something? Think about a synonym for slow. Until then, we'll go to the others. Number 2, they live in a big house. Where do they live? Do they live in a small house? No, I'm not talking about the opposites. I'm talking about the synonym, a different word that resembles the same meaning as such as big. So what is it? They live in a big house. Does it ring a bell? Big, huge, massive. It can be anything. She is a smart student. What is she? She is a brilliant student. She's a very talented student. You can name anything as long as it resembles the same word, as long as it's giving the same meaning to it. She was happy with her gift. What was she? Sad? She was happy with her gift. How about the next one? He felt sad after losing the game. If you lose the game, will you become happy? No, you feel sad or maybe something else, down, feeling low. It can be anything. Now let's see what I have used. Here you go. After changing the highlighted words with the new vocabulary, we have number 1, the internet connection is sluggish today. Does it ring a bell? The previous one was the internet is very slow. Now we have the internet connection is sluggish today. What is it? Sluggish. Can you say it with me? Sluggish. Now the second one. They live in a massive house with 5 bedrooms. Massive house with 5 bedrooms. What was the initial sentence? They live in a big house. But look at the change it has made. They live in a massive house. These vocabularies not only enrich you, but they also enhance the sentences, right? When you say this sentence, when you compare it with the other one, don't you see that it's very different and it brings out a new light to your vocabulary. It brings out how you speak, how you behave. Now let's look at the third one. She is a brilliant student. I think we all got that one. She is a smart student. She is a brilliant student. Now for the fourth one. She was delighted with the surprise gift. What was she? She was happy with her gift. And now we have changed it to she was delighted with the surprise gift. You can see surprise has also been highlighted because this is an additional vocabulary that we have used to accommodate delighted. Now, let's look at the last one. He was heartbroken after the team lost. What was he? He was heartbroken. When you use the word heartbroken instead of sad, it emphasizes the fact that he lost the game and he was very deeply moved by it. He was upset. He was visibly upset. Okay, now let's look at some other meanings and the words that we have learned today. For example, what was the basic word of sluggish? It was slow. What's the expressive word? Sluggish. Can you please take a screenshot of this and make sure you learn these so that you can use them in your daily life? So what does sluggish mean? It means moving very slowly or lacking energy. Sometimes we may say these words in our daily life like, oh, I feel so slow today. My work is not like I'm not doing my work properly. So I feel very sluggish. What will I say? I feel very sluggish. Someone else will be like, what is this word? I've never understood or like heard this word before. But now you stand out. Why? Because you used a new word, something other than slow, something that represents you a bit differently and expresses your emotions a bit more vividly. Now let's look at the second one, fast, brisk. This is a new word for you. I'm pretty sure this is a new word for you. Fast. Fast can be said as brisk. What is brisk? Quick, energetic. Okay, now let's look at smart. Smart is what? Astute. Have you ever heard the word astute? Did you know that smart can also be said as astute? Oh, he's a very astute student. Now, what's an astute? It's smart, clever, quick to understand. Okay. Now, we have come to a very important and very educational part. Now, let's learn about some new words that we use in restaurants. I'm sure we all have visited restaurants, right? We all go there. We all love to try new food and sometimes maybe check out different places. Maybe a new restaurant has opened up and you want to go there. You want to try their new pasta, new something, lasagna. But we don't know the restaurant etiquettes, do we? Sometimes we know them. Sometimes some people may not know them. So this is where these come in handy. Let's see. The word is appetizer. What is it? Appetizer. It's not appetizer. It's not appetizer. No, it's appetizer. You have to focus on the pronunciation of the word. Appetizer. What is it? A small dish before the main meal. Now, when you jump into pasta or maybe the rice, do you not realize that there is this whole other section in the menu that says appetizer? Why? Because that is something that we use as starters. Appetizer can also be called starter. Now, let's see the sentence. We ordered spring rolls as an appetizer. Spring roll is a very light snack and it can be used as an appetizer. Again, an appetizer. You cannot say a appetizer. It has to be an. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Main course. Am I talking about the course that you take in a university? No. This is the main course that we have at the restaurants. For example, the main part of a meal, such as pasta, such as rice, such as anything that comes before dessert and after appetizer. I had pasta for my main course. What is it? It's main course. Next time you visit the restaurant, try to look at the menu and see what does it say. It says main course and there are several items out there. Now, the last one that we all should have after the main course, it's the dessert. I love dessert personally. I'm very big on sweet tooth. Sweet food eaten after the main meal. What is dessert? Now, do not confuse yourself between dessert and dessert. Dessert, again, please focus on my pronunciation. Dessert and desert. Desert is when you go to Sahara Desert. It's filled with sand, right? There's no way where you can get some water or anything. So that's desert. But this is dessert. Dessert. Please make sure you pronounce it correctly. Now, we shared a chocolate cake for dessert. We shared a chocolate cake for dessert. Did you see this? Very good. Now, 4 more words that we can learn. Tip. What's a tip? No. I'm not talking about the tip of a mountain. No, I'm talking about the tip that I have shown very nicely over here in the first picture. These are called the tips that we use to pay the waiters who served us for a while. Like, this is a token of money that they receive in exchange of their service. This is like their extra earning and we should do it. So what is it? Extra money given to the server. Now, we left a generous tip for the great service. So what's a tip again? It's the money that you give to the waiters or the service waiters who are, offering you food and bringing and like serving you the table and like cleaning your table and everything. Now, the next one is bill or check. I'm not talking about the guy bill. I'm talking about the bill where you have to give the money for the food that you have just eaten. The list of charges at the end of a meal, without which you cannot exit a restaurant. Could we have the bill, please? Can you please get the check? Bill or check? Now, the third one is takeaway or takeout. Takeaway or takeout. What's a takeaway? What's a takeout? Food that you order to eat somewhere else. For example, you're going somewhere else and a restaurant is on the way, and now you're like, oh, if I get off this restaurant, like on this restaurant, I will be wasting like 20 minutes on food. Like I'll have to get inside, I'll have to sit, order, eat, and then go. So it's like a waste of 20 minutes or 30 minutes, right? So instead of doing all that, you can just call up the restaurant while you're on the way, and you're gonna be like, hey, can you get me 2 burgers and like 2 fries so that I can take away? That is takeaway. You get to the restaurant, you just pick the food, pay the guy, and then go ahead your way. That's takeaway. Now, the last one is buffet. Buffet. It's not buffet, it's not buffet, it's buffet. So what's a buffet? A meal where guests serve themselves. I'm pretty sure Bengalis love buffet. We love pouring like food, tons of food on our plates that we can't even finish, that we can't even store in our like stomach, but we will still get them because why? It's buffet and someone else paying for it. Okay, now the sentence, the hotel offers a breakfast buffet. What does the hotel offer? A breakfast buffet. Buffet can be eaten for lunch, dinner, or breakfast, or maybe even for snacks, as long as the guests are serving themselves from a table, from a list of food. That is buffet. That's all for today. Now, thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so that you can see more of these videos. And I hope you liked it. If you like it, please make sure to let me know.